Hey, welcome to Harmony Express Skoolie, episode 23. Episode 23 will see us doing a whole bunch more work on the roof and in the bus and all kinds of places. But just had a notification.
The mail's here.
We got something in the mailbox. It's time to go look at that. What could it be? What could it be? Let's take a look. It's mail time, mail time. Looky. It's for me from Parish Skoolie and Bayou Balms. Yeah, what people don't really necessarily know about this whole Skoolie thing is that it's more than just building a bus. You actually kind of become part of a community. And the YouTube Skoolie community really starts bringing people together. So I follow a couple folks on YouTube, and one of them, we've kind of had a conversation going back and forth, was our friends at Parish Skoolie down in Louisiana. So let's open up their package and see what they sent us. You'll discover it at the same time I do. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, one-handed doesn't work. Hold on. All right, let's see. I got it ripped open. Let's see what they sent. Let's see. First in the bag. Let's look in here. Wait. BayouBalms.com. That's from those guys. That's their card. What else is in here? Let's see. Oh, another sticker. There it is, the Magnolia, the Parish Skoolie. I love it. Thanks, guys. And what else is in here? Let's see. What else came? Looky. It's Stronghold Bourbon Bayou Balm Mustache Wax. I wonder why they would send mustache wax to me. I mean, I hardly would know. Why would anybody send me something for mustache wax? I don't know. Well, I'm going to check it out, guys. Thank you so much for sending that stuff along. We'll report back on how that works in a later video. Thank you. All right, so enough of the fooling around and everything from that side. What did you actually do in these past 2 weeks, Mike? What did you do that held up videos? Well, lots of long stories on computer crashes and all that other stuff, but we got a lot of work done, so let's just talk about that. First, we did a little bit of work up here on top of the roof. Noticed a couple leaks after putting the stuff on for the roof deck and after doing the roof paint. And we had to remediate that, so take a look right here. Well, after we got the roof painted, we noticed that we had a couple of leaks from the bolts as they went down into the roof. So, thanks to our friends at Bussy McBusface, we used some asphalt tape, that is aluminum asphalt tape, self-healing, and sealed in that board all the way around. We're also going to run a bead all the way around the skylights, but we need to get another roll. So that's on there. So the roof is painted. We'll be doing a water test to make sure that is sealed, and then we'll be ready to put the roof deck on. Not only did we do work on the top of the bus, we've done some of my favorite stuff. My favorite stuff is carpentry work. I love doing build stuff. So let's take a look inside. The bus is really starting to take shape. Take a look. First, before we even get inside the bus, we have a little false wall here, a little half wall cabinet. You see it's built with pocket holes. We're gonna fill those in and close that up, but this will have a frame, and each one of these has a frame, but each one of these shelves will also have a lip on it to keep things from flying off. But it makes a good demarcation, a little bit of privacy and a little bit of entryway feel into the bus. So there's that part. We put this wall in. This is kind of the last wall that we had to build. It's all out of 3/4 inch plywood. And it closes off our water heater. There's our water heater. The water heater has propane going to it. And an exhaust. I built this here. This is temporary. This comes out while we travel and stays in while we're here. I'm I am working a little bit on the height of this. I think it's a little bit too high. I'm going to lower that down a bit. But in theory, this works. This all comes apart and will store, and then the window will close while we're stationary. While we're traveling, while we're stationary, we actually need to have the water heater with exhaust gas going out. So there's that side. Again, a disclaimer, this is how we did it. May not be necessarily how you'd want to do it, and certainly don't do exactly as we do, and it just is what we've done. So last time in the bus, we built this wall on the passenger side. Moving over to the driver's side, this area here, let me get back out of the way here. That area there will be our cabinets. We're going to have a 15-inch cabinet, a 30-inch sink base cabinet, and a 15-inch cabinet there, so 60 inches worth of cabinets. We are doing IKEA cabinets, and they actually attach primarily to the wall with legs on the floor. So this is 1/2-inch sanded plywood that we've put on, and as you notice that we have put it into supports along the hat channels here, so that it has a little bit of structural strength to it, plus it's 1/2-inch. Because you're going to be able to see this from the outside somewhat, Allison did paint the inside of this before we put it on, painted it real dark blue. So moving forward, we've now got a place to finally sit in the bus. 2 24 by 24 bases for a seat. And then in here, as you see, there's a hole here. You just stick your finger in, this lifts up. What's going to go in here, there'll be a false bottom in here. This is going to be one of 2 diesel heaters that we'll have in the bus. This one will sit underneath here, and then we'll exhaust out to the underside of the bus and go from there, and then we'll come out through a hole in the front of this side. So with an air intake, the air intake will be under the cabinets over here. So that is seat number 1. We'll talk about that in a second. Seat number 2 back here actually covers over the wheel well. We elected not to box in that wheel well because we didn't want to give up the space. So this sits just perfectly right over top of it and covers it over. So there's that. Built a cabinet because we couldn't find the size cabinet we wanted from IKEA. I just ended up building a cabinet out of 3/4-inch birch plywood. This is not the countertop that's going to go on top. There will be, that'll be displayed later. So, but if you see, everything is built out of pocket holes for days. This cabinet has a plug inside. I haven't finished that off. There's a plug under that side as well. That all runs through there. It's all pocket holder, and then it is screwed into the structure of the bus as we go along. All of these are also screwed directly into the structure of the bus. So then I made a cabinet door. I'm not a finished carpenter, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Well, maybe not. But yeah, this is 1/4-inch birch plywood. It is set into 1x-dimensional poplar. Will get painted. The door is framed with pocket screws, and then I did route out or groove out a 3/8-inch groove along through here. I did stop it where that pencil mark is there, so that we would have some meat to put those into. So an unorthodox perhaps method of making a door, but worked for me. Got it on there. So you see this is actually the old version of the IKEA, actually it's the second version of the IKEA butcher block countertop. This is actually solid wood. The stuff that they make now is no longer solid wood. It actually is just, it's just a laminate wood on the outside of particle board. It's a shame because I'll tell you what, this stuff was really, really nice. This is actually thinner than the stuff that we have. We have the Gen 1 version of it that actually is more like 1.5 inches or almost 2 inches. This is basically a little over, it's like 1.25 inches. But anyway, it worked out really well. As you see, there are cleats on the front and back of this bench. I will show you. It's not really possible to do it with your with the camera rolling, but it actually folds down into a couch. And there you have it. You put that down. There's going to be cushions on there. Of course, there's no back on this currently because the back will be formed by these cabinets over here. But this, when you have it folded down, this is 2, 4, 6 feet, a little more than 6 feet. I had my son lie down on here. It's a little narrow, but you put cushions all the way along there. That actually becomes a place to sleep. So we'll have room to sleep. 1, 2 over here on the couch. 3, 4, 5, 6 back in the back. We actually will have room to sleep 6 fully grown humans in this bus. So Harmony Express will love to throw some Harmony around. But anyway, so there's that. We've got to figure out exactly what we're going to use for the leg. We're going to have some finish work up on the top of here, so that actually gets a little taller. So cushions and all that stuff coming up. Doing things like that. She's actually outside painting a couple of more shelves that we're going to put in the closets here. This closet, as you see, has a shelf up at the top, a shelf in the middle, and a shelf at the bottom. There's going to be a door on this cabinet as well. As we come back in here into the bedroom, we actually have 3 shelves, one down at the bottom, one here in the middle. There'll be enough room for clothes to hang here, and then a shelf up at the top. So that was a nice little project that we got done. We've been doing stuff kind of on a like a nightly basis. We do stuff and we get little projects done after work at night and everything from that side. So it's been kind of nice, you know, little projects here and there. All these little things start to add up, and all of a sudden you start to have a built bus. All right, well, I finally have a place to sit down in the bus. It's really, really cool. I can lean back and I can relax. So I want to thank you for being patient while we wait for a video to come along. Again, thanks to Parish Skoolie and Bayou Balms for the cool stuff you sent. One thing that's really cool, as I mentioned, is I feel like there's like the Skoolie class. It's like the class. It's like we've got a group of people that are kind of at the similar portion along the build. So Parish Skoolie and River Channel, Ted Tibbetts, and All Momo Most Home. Those guys, we're all kind of like are in these phases together, and it's kind of cool to be sharing that kind of stuff. And I just love that part of this, the fraternity. So, but anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Of course, you know, hit that like button and subscribe and do all the things that you do. And as Ted says, you do what you do. Love it that you follow along, and we love sharing the journey with you. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.